And I'm just going to go into this, calling, excuse me, calling forth our sacred circle and asking you to feel where your feet are. If you're lying down, feel the bottoms of your feet. And as you connect to the bottoms of your feet, feel what is beneath. Whether you're on a floor or whether you're lying down, go down about 5 feet and experience the opening of like a straw or pranic tube that's opening. Imagine that that straw is rising up around your body and that there is an opening at the top. As we begin to experience the spiraling energies that are rising up in a clockwise motion upward and a counterclockwise motion downward, feeling those two counter-rotating fields beginning to draw up the breath of the love of all that is, or omnipresence, our sovereign nature. As we are breathing down that counter-rotating field of what's called our omniscient nature, or our noble nature, or the supreme intelligence, the light, love rising, light descending, and coming into our heart space. As we begin to connect into the sacred codes that are coming forth through GrandMother. As we begin to very gently tune in and see what the radiance of our light body quotient is. I'm being told that I'm currently operating at around 35% light body essence. Generally, when we're just in our day-to-day lives, it's usually around anywhere from 5 to 15% light body essence, the quotient. I've been in a deep space all day, so I've increased. And I hope to increase up to around 60 to 75% light body essence in that quotient of increase. We can feel the magnitude of time and space expand and dissolve as we move fully into that profound and sacred space. And as we connect into the frequencies of that which are rising, we thank and bless our beloved essential nature and the planet upon which we have planted all the seeds of our creation in many, many incarnations that we have come here to work with the garden of our soul and to work with the great garden of humanity. And let us take a nice deep breath in, if we so choose, releasing it with the sound of ah, the sound of the heart. Feeling that sacred breath open those frequencies. Beautiful. And we gently return just to our awakened breath, relaxing in even deeper into that space. As we gently feel that which is the descending cords of light in that counter-rotating field descending down. And as we feel that vibration descending down, we open up the omniscient fields of the supreme intelligence, superluminal qualities faster than the speed of light, frequencies that come in to balance and harmonize as we feel the love of all that is that rises to sustain and nurture. As both of these merge in the heart center, we begin to have what is called a coherent state of emotional well-being, being present-centered, relaxed, and deeply, deeply nurtured. And as the light descends, whatever it is that we've come to this circle for, whether we've come as a calling, as a message, as something that is deep within our being, something shall be revealed to us as we come into that sacred space even further. And as we do, always in sacred circle, we come to the circle with a blessing or an intention or an honoring, and we try to just have it with just a few words as possible. Sometimes even one word is enough to bring forth that blessing. And so I shall just begin the circle by just saying, love in all ways, in all dimensions. I bring this blessing to the circle now. And if there's anyone else who would like to add to that, please do so now. Welcome, Tracy. Thank you so much.
Hi.
Hi. Thank you. We're just in centering ourselves into sacred space. And we've opened up the bottom and the top of the chronic tube, and we're feeling those two counter-rotating fields coming in. Hello, Ula. Thank you so much for coming on board. We're going to attempt to keep the sound open if we possibly can. Welcoming whoever else is coming in right now. Hello, Susan Kern. Hello, 821. Thank you so much. As we were in our circle, we are recording right now. And as I've been working with Circle, I called in a blessing of love in all dimensions and all ways. And I asked that if anyone would like to add to that, they are welcome to do that with just a few simple words to bring that blessing into the center of the circle as we are collectively building that frequencies in the heart. And as in our last circle, the heartbeat that we started is still there, and the golden heart is still radiating and beating for us. So if there's anyone else, I'll just pass on the virtual talking stick to anyone else who would like to bring forth a sacred blessing for our circle.
My blessing for the circle is that we all align and connect richer and deeper with our higher self.
Thank you. And could you say your name, please?
Anna.
And where are you located, Anna?
Toronto.
Thank you so much. So greatly appreciated.
Thank you.
Okay, so my blessing to the group, I'm Clarissa, and I'm in Toronto too. My blessing to the group is heart abundance.
Thank you so much, Clarissa. As we pass on the virtual talking stick to anyone else who would like to add.
I am Carolyn from Huntsville, and I like to add love, abundant love to the circle.
Thank you so much. Greatly appreciated.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Thank you, Laurie.
Okay. I'm Lori. I live in Port Charlotte, Florida. And I would love to bring in support and friendship and just want the circle to be open throughout the year and just building the energy, building a relationship with each other and with GrandMother and with each one of you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Thank you, Lori. That's going right into the collective heart. I know some of you are still setting up, so if anyone is ready to speak with the virtual talking stick, you are welcome to bring a blessing.
This is Eula, and my prayer is for every person on this call and throughout the world, that a balance that they need for their journey be restored.
Thank you so much, Eula. That's beautiful. Okay. Susan Kern, did you want to add anything, or Tracy, to the blessings?
It's Susan.
Hello.
Hi. The word harmony keeps coming. To just bring harmony and integrity and wholeness.
Thank you. I forgot to mention Eula, where you're located. Susan, if you could just tell us where you're located, that would be great.
I'm in Thornbury, Ontario, just close to Blue Mountain.
Thank you so much. And Eula, whereabouts are you located?
I am in Denver, Colorado.
Oh, lovely. Thank you so much. Okay, we have an 821 number who's on the call, and we have...
Hi.
Hello, who's this?
Hi, this is William from
hi, William.
Seoul, Korea.
Hi.
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 I would just like to, I was thinking to say trust,
Yes.
and I just felt that that's not even an issue in this circle. There's already trust. But then I also felt people are coming to the circle for forgiveness.
Okay. Thank you.
And it's already a pain that's so central in this circle. And I just want to bless this circle with gratitude. I'm so grateful for your presence. I'm so grateful for each of all your presence.
Mm.
And I just love this heart energy that's just erupting like Niagara Falls in this circle. It's just amazing, Karina, what you've been able to do.
Oh.
The force is here, and I love it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, William. So grateful and so appreciative of you. Okay, Tracy, is there anything you'd like to add?
Yeah. How about, so I'm Tracy, I'm in Santa Fe, New Mexico, and I would like to add soul fulfillment for all of us, whatever that looks like for each and every one of us, soul fulfillment.
Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And just to remind you, as we are about to fully go into circle, if there's any jewelry you'd like to remove, you're welcome to do that now if you haven't done that. If you have your water nearby or you would like to get water, please do that. If we do note that there is any excess noise, I might have to mute you, but this time around, I'd really, really like to keep the microphones or your presence open as much as possible. But if there is any noise, background noise that does start to appear, if you can just mute yourself, that's also really appreciated as well. Okay? So, and as we have already opened up the bottom and the top of the pranic tube, but again, the energy that rises up is in a clockwise motion rising up, the love of all that is, that represents the power and presence of the essence of our nature. And what we are tuning into right now is that omnipresent field of the love of all that is. And we feel that rise and enter into the heart. And as it enters our heart, it also is beamed deeply inward into the central heart of this circle, which is in the center of all of us. And there it is, and it's woven as golden light, as golden essence. And it is held in a sacred form that is forming. If we've done any kind of biological understanding that the heartbeat starts and then everything is woven around it so beautifully. And so we could almost say that this being that is forming in our collective, starting that golden heartbeat and then weaving itself around us all, creating that beautiful harmonic energy field. And so we honor it with this sentient presence. And grandmother kept on repeating to me today, sentient beauty. And so I actually created something, and I'm going to do a screen share. Now, some of you may be able to see it, and some of you may not be able to see it, but this screen share is showing you the design that was created called Sentient Beauty. Now, if some of you can see it, you will see hands crossed like this, and then there is a sacred window around it in a temple. There's golden grass rising up, and then a column of radiant light around it. For those that can see it, please enjoy that energy. And for those that are on their phones or not able to see it, I will be posting it up. Just wanted to give you the opportunity to really enjoy and experience that just for a minute or two. So please let me know if you can see the screen share that it is showing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. So I'm not sure about the others that are just on their phones and may not be able to see this, but again, I will be putting it up on for the meeting, and then I will be posting it in the private group and then in the public group. There's a message that goes along with it that is formulating.
I can see it on my phone, Karina.
Awesome. Thank you.
I can also see it on my phone, Karina. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. This is a very small, it's only 32%, but if I were to expand it out, you wouldn't be able to see it. It's a huge piece of artwork that I hope to have printed up along with some of the other ones that I'm working on. So if you take a look at what's going on with that hand frequency right there, Grandmother said, I wanted you to see my hands. I wanted you to know that we can form and unform into a body, and we can come in and we can leave when needed. We can join with you, and we can also move through all frequency. So this was the message, and she said, please tune in to the sentient beauty in all of creation, and feel that sentient beauty, which is an alive essence. And she says, one of the highest frequencies one can attain is the idea or the knowing of beauty, which is harmony with all of creation together woven into a form. And so she asks that we tune in to that experience of the sentient nature of beauty. And just breathing in that picture into that, what was created. And as you're breathing that in, maybe you can do the mudra, the same as what is shown by Grandmother. And feel how that comes through as it rises, and as we're opening up the top of the pranic tube and feeling the counter-rotating fields of the superluminal or omniscient light that descends, connecting into the heart frequencies. So I'm going to complete now with the screen share, and I can send that all to you through the Facebook post, and I'm just going to go back to all of us. So thank you so much. And when we tune into that sentient beauty, and the power of presence, as we increase the light body essence with those two counter-rotating fields merging in our hearts, we begin to feel the divine essence, that which rises, that which descends, coming together, emerging in to the divine holy presence. The Holy of Holies, which is spoken of in biblical terms, but as it is revealed here, as it is revealed, the revelation of what is hidden behind the veil. As the veil dissolves and melts into that essence and presence, as we feel it now. Sorry if that's loud, just realized. Oh, Sono sono tante manatquashmanayanehe. Light of light within all light, there residing in the deepening, that which is through the void of the womb of all being, therein the sacred opening, the aperture of creation, the sight within sight, light within light. And as grandmother, come now, we say unto thee, that carried within the primary wheels, what is called the chakra, or sacred energy form, there in each of these meridian codes and frequencies, we feel this vibration rise and frequency codes descending and connecting in. As we feel the prime meridian lines on this planet and the ley lines, vortals or vortexes, that which are those for to dispel energy frequencies and those that draw in. And we feel the planetary body, we feel the solar system body, we feel the frequencies of the solar logos, word, voice, echoing geometries of the sun within the sun, as we feel that within the same geometries connecting all together in each one of the chakra, medicine wheel within each form there. As we feel the rainbow body, then interconnected fields of light and color. Through sound dimension, sonic coding, what is called the creation codex. And we can see the dormant codons, or those that are like the little messengers going in and turning on the switches in the DNA. These little messengers, these codons, they set about with instructions given forth through that divine emanation and divine resonance. And these codons are connected into the electrons, fast spinning in sublingual qualities, which means beneath the word, there is the form. In this creation codex, or what's called the libraries of liberation, gently opening, germinating. And these little codons are these messengers, and there they go, and they spin through each one of these divine medicine wheel chakras, and then they move through all the tiny little light switches in each one of the nadis, moving through the rivers, the meridian lines, the chi centers, rising up through the Ida and the Pingala and Shoshana, which means rising up through the receptive, the transmittive, in the neutral code, rising up through the spine, connecting into each one of the nerve endings, which is connecting all to the organs and all the muscular structures, moving through the entire sacred temple body. And as GrandMother was present to create the drawing of sentient beauty, we can see how this is inspiring this. Feel, breathe in and breathe up. And feel the descending codes as they reach into each one of those codon messengers, and you can feel the bubbling. You can feel the tingling as little light switches get turned on in the DNA. Opening to presence, the here and now. Oh, beloved being, oh, sweet, tender, innocent, immaculate being, immutable, there within me, within. There I am, we are, birthing through the birthlessness, completing, releasing, dissolving through the deathlessness, and rising and arising through the eternal life, everlasting. A continuum of continuums. Hey, oh, man. Hey, oh, mahumbe. Mahoyaye. Amahome. Amahom. Shemaham. Om Nateham. Om Om, Om, Om. Just all the receptors through the switching on of the little switches open therein, the creation codex, page upon page, written in the fire letters of light, the seedlings of the seeds, branching, like the neurons in the brain, bifurcating, and the branching of the sacred neurons in the physical heart, and then the heartbeat, entrained with its divine essence, its divine presence, begins to create the circular song, the song of songs, the circular song of the voice print of creation source, God, Goddess, all that is, being sung through the temple of our being. There I am, there we are. O golden light, O grace of all grace, we bring forth this anointing now. You are welcome to bring the hands out as if to receive and cup little tiny droplets of dew of what is called the Amrit, or the Divine Mother's elixir, in through the hands. Numamikwate, Numate Kote, 0111011101 Ashkolayam Dekaniti, Amuamunate Atasanada Kota Shaniti, Namakiate Ke, Neata Danawete Shonutu 011101 A512 413 04 38249 0111 Itanom Nanai Amkanitis Shini Amnadiadonte. And as the hands fill with the radiance, gently bringing them in front of the face, as if to wash the face with the light of grace, bringing close to the eyes, but not touching the visage or the face, but just to feel that radiant heat and warmth. Hunna 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 hun nahan hirate. And then gently bringing the left or the right hand up towards the crown. As you bring the left or the right hand down into the heart center, without touching, but close to the body, and to feel that radiant field around. Om Naraketa Sandoshande Amamikerandosi Amnahenahu. And then again, gently switching hands and feeling the radiant field with that which is transmitted and that which is receptive. Om Nahe Nanakiadu Om Nate Anadumi. And so quietly and gently bringing the hands back into prayer pose, but not touching. Just a little space in between the fingertips and the palms. And feel the radiant pull as the essence and the presence, breathing in and through that temple. O Holy Mother of all grace, divine essence of all being, intoning now the sounds that I shall bring through, which are the sacred fire letters and the alphabet sounds. You might find that your body is needing to be in a circular motion or not. Clockwise and counterclockwise in this movement as you feel the centralized column of the divine radiant light moving up and down. Attempting to keep the hands as close together without touching. Just a gentle, slow, rotational movement of the body. Om Namaniate. You're welcome to do this or just to relax into whatever it is that you feel within your body. Om Namaniate Atu Sandagwa. Jaya Jaya Mahamote Amye. Allowing now for the fingertips to touch, if you so choose. Feeling the pulses moving through the body. And as the fingertips touch, gently bringing the palms together. And breathe. Bringing the hands and the fingertips slowly and ever so gently apart. And pulling the hands further apart, and you can still feel as if the fingertips are touching, because there is no space between, no time, just now. Feeling the profound field of presence. Prana, Chi, Kita, Mana. Here and now, through this sacred weaving between the fingertips and the palms, and rising up and descending down through the body temple, messengers, codons, codes, directing the chi and life force for its highest, most essential, most utmost, and descending deeply into that which is. Slowly turning the palms outward as it is now directed directly into the center of the circle. Is the golden heart woven together of all that we are in the circle, is infused, perfumed and anointed, as we ask for all of this to be delivered to each and all beings of all sentient awareness and light and presence, if they so choose, fully and completely, or those that where it shall rest and reside in some aspect of their being until the time of which they may enjoy this fully, of which it is delivered to this beloved planet, Mama Gaia Sophia, as it ripples out. Wave upon wave. As Grandmother is directing mudra, you are welcome now to weave with your hands how it is for your own divine essence. If you so choose, you may feel your hands begin to move or not, whatever it is that feels true for you. And in this dance of the anointing, therein this weaving continues. Gandarati Amma Namo Jaya 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 Amahe Dai Jaya Jaya Dati Dungasi Naise Situ Sarandarudini Situ Saritishi. And Grandmother says that it is descending right into the very skeletal structure and the crystalline core of that which holds this whole being together. Stretching up with the hands. Stretching out with the arms. bringing it back into the heart. Ah. Yes, water is good. As you metabolize or take in the nutrients or the nutrients in these codes, in these zones of creation, beyond the sense of dimensionality or non-locality or the humanity, there is this woven interconnectedness. Breathing this ever so gently through. She says, offer each breath as a gesture of love to the temple of your being. Offer each breath as a gesture of love to the temple of your being. Breathe in the very essence, the very presence of all that is, immersing and being in the emergent state, floating and bathing in that frequency, ever more refined, more delicate, moving and oscillating at an ever increased rate. So gently, though, it comes, and so lovingly it is. As if in a moment of trembling, someone comes and wraps us in a warm, tender embrace, a soft, sweet cloak of light surrounding us, honoring us. Hold out your hand, dear one, as if to receive a gift, whichever feels true. Feel that weight in the hand as something is dropped in. Tenderly, lovingly. It comes with a message, that gift, opening it and looking inward. Do we discover therein something yet to be known and seen? There, there offered. And as we feel that message, as we tune in and are attuned to it, a revelation arrives. That epiphany, the aha, ah, 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 that breath. The therein we connect. God and creation force. There we connect in. And through that gift and message, we receive the weaving of that into our being. What is already there, but there. We see it there. Oh, yes. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Oh, aho. It is saying, Namaste, I recognize the divinity that is being recognized. Recognition, recognition. Yes, Yes, there it is. Oh, behind the veil. Yes, there. It is. Yes. And it makes itself known as we have felt and sensed and yearned and seeked. It comes without question when we open to receive. And there we look into that which bows down, bowing down as we do. We look into the face of our own essence and presence. Something that we longed to be is there. Inwardly lit. There. And it gestures to us. Hello.
Hello.
Like a sweet child, inviting us inward. Yes, inward. Hello. I see you. I recognize you. I honor you. We see you. We recognize you. We honor you. That which you have longed to hear and to see and to know, that has always been there, just waiting for that moment when we would open the gift and look inward and see for the first time that which we have not seen, which we have so yearned to know is there, made visible. as we greet each being in this new way, we become the invitation, the permission for each being who comes in contact with us. Maybe we just walk through, we say nothing, and all of a sudden something begins to alchemize and transmute and shift in their presence. The perfume, the essence of our being by walking through, saying perhaps nothing, or maybe it's a group moment and you connect. Eye to eye, heart to heart, being to being, and therein is that recognition which says, I see you. I recognize you. You are seen. We see you. We recognize you. We honor you. Bowing down to the greatness within. That says, welcome, welcome, welcome home, welcome home. Just gaze, open the eyes. Welcome home. Welcome home. Welcome. Through the eyes, these apertures, what is transmitted and what is received and what is returned in the gaze, the loving gaze of the warmth of the embrace of all. We have been trained to look away, look down, look this way, any which way, but to gaze with all openness. Through this, from this, we gaze with the eyes of the heart in awe. That moment when we first gaze upon a newborn babe, there. Oh, welcome. Look at you, brand new. Little one. Look at you, brand new. Welcome. And if each being in their place, wherever they are, lost or whole, confused or clear, with that gaze, with that moment of recognition, the heart turns a switch on. Because all of the switches are turned on in our being. That's what turning on means. The glorious light that is transmitted through these libraries of the being, chapter upon chapter, without the word, but the word of truth transmitted through the gaze. And then that moment where they return back and forth like a perfect figure eight, back and forth. I have not seen you before. This is the first time, again and again and again and again. Brand new, never born, always new. Welcome. Oh, look at you. First time, only time. Yes. Until every remembrance that comes in every lifetime is brought to the heart, dissolved and melted back into the golden grace, and all that is left is a shining, clear light, presence, welcoming, a big welcome sign, glowing in golden light, radiant, love speaking through the eyes.
Of truth.
And then when the eyes close, then the gaze becomes the gaze of the inner light. And there we see the full, effulgent nature.
Oh, wow, that is.
Hmm. And Grandmother says, there is a team of all forms of professionals, from scientists to counselors to whatever is needed for you, going to every aspect of your being and sitting in council and listening and offering deep prayer, medicinal gifts, strategies, and ways, building of muscle and strength, whatever it is needed right now. There are different teams going through you like creation zones and strengthening or softening, opening or bringing in tighter, expanding wider, whatever is needed. She is sharing that these teams are setting about like the great grand helpers, messengers, and guides. Feel them move through you and work with you, because you are an alliance of greatness. We are an alliance. And what we have within us and what works through us and with us, when we give it permission, when we permit the gate of our being to open to the greatness of that which is most pure, most powerful, most essential, honoring, honorable, divine, human. And they sit and they listen and they hear. And they are neutral. And they dispense with light, with love, with presence, with keenness, with clarity. They're with you now. And you are in divine meetings in every part of you right now, receiving those gifts, because you have made a profound choice very clearly. And this is offered to thee. Just for that moment, for this moment, realize this, an alliance of that which is most deep, most wise, highest, profound, clearest, strongest, softest, gentlest, all together, teams upon teams, just there to cohere, to coordinate, if you but allow. These are the makings of miracles. You are the maker of miracles. What would happen if you said to yourself, I am a miracle maker. I am the maker of this miracle.
I am a miracle maker. I am a miracle maker.
I am a maker of miracles.
I am a maker of miracles.
And just feel that whisper through your whole being.
I'm a miracle maker. And I'm a maker of miracles.
Breathe that through. by allowing, by opening, by trusting, by communing. Opening the heart to receive. Allowing the divine mind to expand in its clearest light. Feeling the body temple relax into its deep state. Letting the breath of creation flow through. And by that mere presence, you are that which is. It's the cultivation of this deep, deep feeling. Taking a drink of water if you so choose to replenish. Drinking in those vibrations and frequencies that have been brought to those waters. Drinking in the sacred liquids that come into the mouth through the power of that. As we come to this place in the circle where we now invoke for our beloved families and friends and humanity in our soul groups, as we call upon the sacred hoop and the sacred circle, as we draw in the three powers, the love of all that is, the supreme intelligence and the divine wisdom, our sovereign nature, our noble nature, and our divine nature, as we call upon the threefold flame of love, wisdom, and power, and we open up the sacred gateways. If there is someone in your heart that you know may be going through something, or a place on this planet, or anything of which comes into your intuition, you may call to it silently and bring it into the center of the heart. Perhaps you're carrying still some tiny little burdens. You may bring those into the center of the circle as well. Whatever it is called in your being to be. As we call to the gateways of the east, where the morning sun rises, or as we say, earth rising to meet the sun. We call upon that gateway and all the energies of the waters, liquid presence of love, the sacred shape of the icosahedron, spinning in all form. We ask for the threefold flame or the three gateways. It's where that gateway of the three, the love of all that is, omnipresence, the supreme intelligence, omniscience, and the divine wisdom, omnipotent, to gently open that gateway, to draw in the light of all creation as it centralizes in the focusing beam in the heart of the love that is ever present. And we feel that come in to the centralizing temple of the emotional body and all the waters of creation, all waters everywhere. We drink in and feel the emotional body deepening presence. As we ever so gently move around the sacred wheel to the gateway of the south, as we feel the element of the earth, the sacred shape of the hexahedron or the cube, spinning in all directions, as we connect to the physical body. And we ask that this gateway be opened by the love of it, all that is omnipresence, the supreme intelligence, omniscience, and the divine wisdom, omnipotence. As that gateway gently opens, we feel the light of all that is flow into the center of the heart, the love that is ever present. And as it flows in, we feel the physical body and all these structures going through a deep harmonizing. The light of the noonday sun radiating down and through. As we move around the sacred wheel, we come to the gateway of the west, where the sun sets upon the horizon of all creation, the last fingers of light, leaving, but meeting. And there at that gateway, we are connecting to the element of air, the mental body, the sacred shape of the octahedron spinning in all directions. As we ask for the love of all that is, omnipresence, the supreme intelligence, omniscience, and the divine wisdom, omnipotence, opening that gateway to draw in the light of all creation into the center of our circle, into the ever-present love. Feeling the mental body deepen and relax. Breathing in and opening even further to the divine mind. As the emotional body is tuned to the physical body, as the physical body is tuned to the mental body, we move around the sacred wheel, coming to the gateway of the north, where we see our starry brothers and sisters in the darkened sky as the light reaches our eyes. And there we come to that gateway, the element of fire, the sacred shape of the tetrahedron spinning in all directions. As the love of all that is omnipresent, the supreme intelligence, omniscience, and the divine wisdom, omnipotence, opens the gateway to draw in the light of all creation, entering in the temple of the heart. There we feel the emotional body tuned, the physical body tuned to the mental body, tuned to the spiritual body. As the sacred circle is opened, we come to the center. In the center, we come to the center. And as we come to the center of the circle, we feel ourselves standing, bowing to each one of the gateways of the east, the south, the west, the north, and feeling that which is beneath and that which is above, the terrestrial body, our mission, the celestial body, our vision, and in the center, the transmission. We feel the opening of the bottom of the pranic tube and the top of the pranic tube as we connect to the terrestrial body, the element of ether and the sacred shape of the dodecahedron, that which is above the Akasha, connecting to the star tetrahedron, that which descends down, rising up in a clockwise motion, descending down in a counterclockwise motion, spinning. And the molecule of creation, the body of light, that which is a torus. In those torsion fields, we feel all the elements come together. The body of light, the holographic heart. As our mission rises, our mission for being, and the vision descending, coming together in that sacred aperture, the focalizing lens of the heart, tuning each together, spinning together, the terrestrial, the celestial, the holographic, the fractal nature, the body of light, the rainbow body, all together, the diamond heart, the diamond body, the vehicle of ascension, the chariot. Connecting in. Feeling and receiving the mission that rises. In the attuning of the instrument of being. In this divine harmonization, we bring forth the feminine essence, and the masculine presence. The marriage, the divine masculine and feminine. Divine beloved in the center. Holding the chalice, the cup of the heart filled. The rainbow body light. The breath, breathing. Om Om Aham Yaha Om Manaha Gavati Yaha Om Tamayame Atawaha Yone Om Nagyana Nade Om Gyatonate Kvata Om Tani Tani Priyataya Om Nugayati Sindhotarete Gusto Om Tani Tani Kiyasiya Sanuha Om Bringing the hands gently to the heart, if you so choose. As we thank and bless the mission and the vision that was descending and rising within us, merging together in the holographic harmonization of our being, thanking and blessing all our relations, all our families, all our soul groups, all friends, all beings. Thanking and blessing Grandmother Odoshama. As we just gently take our hands and move them around the wrists, as we metabolize and bring in more of that. As we just gently can spiral and move the body to bring it in more radiance, if we so choose. I have you on mute right now because there's some loud sounds during the meditative part. I'll take you off mute in just a few minutes. You may feel the desire to curl your toes or to just move the feet around gently. You may feel the desire to just raise up your hands and stretch up if you feel called to, out if you feel called to, just stretching. So the energy can move so lovingly and gently through the body. And as you're doing this, just saying thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so honored and so grateful to receive and give and transmit this. Taking a moment to just breathe in and release with the sound of awe, if you so choose. And once again. And one more time. Okay. And if everybody could just give me a quick thumbs up because I'm just about to take us off mute. I just wanted to make sure everyone's okay. And virtually, I'm assuming some will be able to say A-OK as I slowly, and I'm unmuting you all.
Oh.
Welcome, everyone. Thank you for the journey and returning.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hmm. If everyone is okay, Grandmother would like to give each of you a little message. Is that okay with each of you?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm feeling called to start with Lori. Is that all right, Lori?
Sure, yes, absolutely.
Be gentle and kind with your being. Everything within you is being honored as you are honoring all that is. There is so much life and light and vitality in your being. Everything that you yearn for, seek, wish, and hope is right in your own being, right at your fingertips, within your heart. And so available to you as you gently relax and open to the divine trust of your being. You are so loved, so honored, and so gratefully appreciated for all the acts of wisdom and kindness you give. We thank you and we shower you with many, many multitude of blessings. So great for being, dear heart, so great. If anyone wishes just to send her beloved light, so she may feel that. You are so honored, dear heart. Breathe that in if you so choose and feel it.
Thank you, Grandmother.
Feeling called to go to Anna, goddess of light blue ray.
Thank you.
You are coming into a deep phase of playfulness, out of spaces of seriousness and harshness, and spaces of dancing and whimsy and play. And you are like a leaf that has left the tree, like the seed that has left the plant and floating upon the winds. And it is so important for you to be carefree and to flow now, and to trust the winds of the divine will carry you where you need to go. It is okay to detach from any concepts of belief or thought, and to just allow yourself to float freely, to dance in the whimsy of the design of your being. It is not a time to try and figure things out, but to let them swirl and spiral, and finally they will settle into the plan. But for now, it is the dance of play and joy in your heart, the movement of your being that is called in the creative force of creation through you now, dear heart. This is what is called the playful elixir is being delivered to you like a homeopathic remedy, hard and harsh times being replaced with joy and laughter and play.
Thank you so much. That brought me so much joy. Thank you.
Bringing that all to you now as we bring our hands and sending that to her now so lovingly as you feel that vibration. And Grandmother honors your legacies. Play with the children and dance in your heart.
Thank you.
I hope we all feel that. Whatever message is coming, it's for all of us. But being directed towards you, Anna, goddess of light and blue ray. It's so needed.
Thank you. It's delicious. Thank you.
Mm. Mm. As we move to Tracy. Oh. You've already climbed just about every mountain needed to be climbed. Looked out over every vista. And you have seen the heights. And you have climbed back down. And you have carved pathways. Some will follow. Others will find their way. But they have been witnessing how you have climbed. And they are so interested in your inspiration for every mountain of creation, for every moment, that bliss. You have found the courage and the way to climb up and look out over every vista to see the next great moment for humanity. You have placed tiny little temples at the top. Very few can see, but the ones that find them know the treasures inside. And you play and you dance upon those fields of energy, carrying you from one mountain of creation to the next. I can feel the footsteps, and I can feel the power and the presence. Grandmother says, no more mountains to climb. Just enjoy the presence that you have found in each climb. It's always been there. But the physicalization of something was essential. And now it's time to reap the gardens of the temples of delight. At the top of each mountain found, brought down a tiny little seed of which you planted in the gardens of creation. Now is the time to reap. To reap.
Woohoo!
Yay.
Amen, sister.
Congratulations.
Thank you. How lovely. Thank you. Beautiful.
Oh, beloved sister Eula. There you are, tuning every instrument that you walk by without a thought. Just a little tweak, a little delightful moment, a little gazing. You are like the Pied Piper of every heart on this planet, just walking by and gently, with a little twinkle in your eye, and there something gets tuned, and it's so silent and it's so radiant. And Grandmother says, thank you, thank you, thank you. To have that gift and to be so gentle and humble in the presence of your being that you don't need anyone to say thank you. Yet all of humanity who you have ever touched is singing right now, tiny little praises, for you've touched a little part, like a teardrop in the heart of each being. And just as you walk by, you gently notice. And in your noticing, there is something so sweet and so powerful. And you carry this gentleness with such love. Music of your soul, the music of your being. In that radiance, in that moment, there you are. But what Grandmother says is, now it's your time to receive. You love to give, but that receiving part, it's a challenge and a half.
Mm-hmm.
And so Grandmother says, all of us will bathe you with what you give so lovingly right now. There it is. calls you the tuner, the divine tuner. And it is a very, very beautiful gift. And now you have received what you so lovingly give.
Grandmother.
We have some phone numbers here. Who is 705?
That's me, Karina, Carolyn.
Grandmother speaks of the silence that is there. The longing to be whole is in the silence, is in the sweetness, is in the gentleness. The times of doubts are completed. The longing is finished. The time of gentle opening to the trust that is always, always there. And circles of beloved beings, friends in the light and friends in the physical, coming to surround you. She is offering to you, as she kneels before you, touching your feet gently, offering to you the silence and stillness of all that she is, saying, rise up, and realize the sentient beauty in your heart. No more mistrust the truth. It is yours. It has always been there, and it always will be. Hold yourself as you are warmed by that embrace, dear heart. A gentle, loving kindness given to thee now. Open to receive this as we offer this to you. Loving presence, silence, and stillness.
Thank you, Karina. Thank you, Grandmother, for this gift.
As we move to 647, who is 647?
Myself, Chelsea.
Hi, Chelsea.
Hi.
Oh, dear heart. Oh, Grandmother has said so gently, the fortresses you have built around you are turning into veils of light. The fears that have shrouded you in doubt are melting into rivers of golden light. All that you have held tight is being released and opened. And she's just showing me knots untying and turning into glistening golden cords, weaving a beautiful tapestry for you to lie upon so you can feel the gentleness. She says there's a bed being created so you can lie down and be in a healing presence. She's bringing this golden essence to you. She says you've battled long and hard and you've been a powerful spiritual warrior. But now it's just time to rest and bathe and let yourself be feeling those harmonizing, healing codes for you. There's nothing to do and nowhere to go. Just breathe, be, and feel that wholeness at the core of your being. She thanks you, she's showering you, and she's honoring you on so many levels. As we bring these prayers and blessings, and she's asking us to put our hands together in prayer pose and bow to this being. Bow to her.
Thank you.
Bow to that radiance and to that light. Bow to that being. Bow to that presence.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
As we come to our beloved elf of all delights, William.
We love you.
Are you, dear heart? He's quiet.
Oh, no, I'm here.
Grandmother likes to call you elf of all delights, which means that you have a great ability to weave in the elements, and very, very powerful at weaving together hearts and beings and bringing together a new vision of humanity on so many levels. And she says, you are a powerful worker bee in the hive, going from flower to flower and pollinating so many hearts with your blessings and your greatness in your being. And she says that you have written more chapters in the book of the Holy Heart of Humanity than many have done in many lifetimes. And you are a new being who has not been here for a very, very long time, flitting in all kinds of other universes. And you heard the calling of humanity, the cry of the children, and you came here to hold their hearts in your tender hands and to lift them up with joy.
Wow.
And she says to you now, dear William, dear sweet guardian of the greatness of all humanity, you are loved so deeply. And she brings out her hands and her arms, and there are these rays of golden essence, like coins dropping at your feet, coming out in all directions. She says teardrops are coming and landing all around you, and she is feeling so blessed by your presence. To have in a male form such a powerful essence. You honor all your brothers, and you honor all your sisters. And she places upon you this holy crown that is given to those that rise to meet the greatness of their being. So blessed are you. We thank you as we bring this to you now, dear William.
Wow.
And then she laughingly says, and don't let it go to your head. Because it's in your heart, dear one, in your heart. As we complete,
Thank you, grandmother.
As we complete with Susan Kern, grandmother says, you are the divine trapeze artist. Does not carry anything out on the high wire. You are traversing through the universes on a tiny wire, smaller than a human hair, thinner than anything that could be seen. It is unseen, and you carry balance throughout the dimensions, balancing so many different fields of consciousness and balancing within your own being. How beautiful it is that the high wire carries in it a vibration of which when your feet touch it, you send it forth in all directions. This curious nature, foot by foot, step by step, across time and space, you have wandered in search of the true essence of the heart and the clearest message of the divine. And you have carried this throughout many, many dimensions to land here, be here, and to walk that human tightrope between that which is and that which is not. Again and again and again, you carry this. What a gift you are. What a blessing to so many. We thank you for your medicine of balance and harmony. We feel the divine scales within your heart, always measured, finding the right amount on each side to balance the scales of justice and peace. Grandmother says, so be it and so it is. As she bows down to each one of you, as she bows down to you, beloved Susan Kern, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
And now she collects each of your hearts together, bringing them all and weaving them all together. Thanking each one of you for the sacred gift that you bring to this circle.
Thank you. I think we forgot somebody.
You forgot me.
Clarissa.
Clarissa!
Yeah.
Clarissa. Thank you. Thank you.
I was going to say.
Okay, I got your back.
Thank you.
Yes, there is Grandmother going up and down your spine. Reconnecting each one of the moments you are having a quantum field of divine remembrance. And each one of those vertebrae is like a universe that carries a chapter of your divine essence. And you are holding each one as a newborn child, joining together this family of creation. In each one, the spine is being realigned, holding you upright and strengthening that spine, strengthening the backbone for you to stand tall and let your message be heard. Let your voice be released and opened. Let yourself be seen. Let yourself be known. Come out of the hiding places. Come out and be seen. Remember, restore, realize with your real eyes the truth that is carried at your core. You could say out loud, we could all say, I am whole and holy. I am whole and holy. I am whole.
I'm whole and holy.
I am that I am.
I'm whole and
I'm
holy.
whole and holy.
I am that I am.
I am.
I am that I am.
I am
I
whole.
am that I am.
I am
I am whole and holy.
and holy.
I am that I am.
I am.
I am that I am.
That I am.
These three statements you carry, I am whole, I am holy, I am that I am.
Oh, I am whole.
I am whole, I'm holy, I am that I am.
And with those three statements that came through this divine being, we weave the hearts together. I am whole. I am
holy.
am
I am that I am.
Mm. Thank you, Anna, Goddess Light, Blue Ray. Thank you, Clarissa.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Laurie, Wind. Thank you, Yula. Thank you, Susan Kern. Oh, thank you, Carolyn.
Thank you.
Thank you, Divine William. Thank you. I'm sorry, I don't remember your name. I apologize. What is your name? 647? Oh,
Chelsea.
thank you, Chelsea.
Thank you.
Mm. Ah, it's been a blessed and beautiful circle. So honored to be with you all.
Thank you. Magical.
Thank you. Thank you, Clarissa.
Hmm.
Will we have access to the recording?
Yes.
It was so magical.
Yes, it is recorded, and yes, you will.
Thank you.
It's so perfect. It was all so perfect.
Yes.
Yes. Even the fact that I was forgotten for what it came through, right? Yeah. BC.
Yes.
Calling up my space in this world. Because nobody else is going to give it to me but myself. Thank you all.
Yes. And one day may we all be in the physical together.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's create. Yes.
In the mountains is where I see us.
Yes.
Wow.
Santa Fe is pretty, pretty.
Tracy knows all the trails to get to the top of the mountains.
Let's go to the temple.
Go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Karina, I think a retreat is opening up for you there.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're taking us on a sacred journey.
I think it's pretty close by, and Laurie can bring us down to the beaches of the beautiful warmth in Florida as well. So we've got some options.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. I like variety.
Yeah.
Oh. Thank you. This was a journey and a half, and I must say to my dear sister Tracy for helping me breathe through some very challenging moments today that I share with you in all honesty, because I was weeping and crying and releasing these tears of grace through my body today for this meeting. And practically every day now there's a new level of opening in my being with this. So I am humbled and honored by each of you.
Thank you.
For coming here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Karina.
Okay, my dears, I think we are complete, unless there's anything else anyone wants to say.
What a blessing. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Thank you.
Happy new you.
New.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Complete.
Thank you.
Lots of love.
Yes. Okay. Sweet dreams, everyone. Oh, I like that flower of life. Yes.
That's mine. There you go. Archangel Metatron coming in strong. Good.
Okay. Okay, everyone. Sweet dreams.
Love you. Thank you.
Bye.
Love you.
Okay.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.